Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai's F1 News. Let's kick things off with the story that has the entire paddock buzzing. According to motorsport.com, after a difficult start to 2026, remember, McLaren was absolutely nowhere in Australia and even suffered a double DNS in China. The Woking team has absolutely roared back. Lando Norris has now secured consecutive victories at Budapest and Zandvoort, slashing his championship deficit significantly. But here's the thing. McLaren's got a massive test coming up. The team must prove its form isn't just a one-off by performing at the high-speed challenge of Monza. As reported by motorsport.com, the gap to championship leader Kimi Antonelli is closing fast, but Mercedes is clearly not panicking just yet. Still, if McLaren keeps this momentum rolling, Mercedes could find itself with a serious problem on their hands. And speaking of McLaren's momentum, Alex Brundle has warned that if the Papaya team carries their current form into Monza and beyond, Mercedes will have a major issue to solve. The question now is simple. Can Norris and company back up their recent wins when they head to Italy? Now here's something fascinating. According to motorsport.com, McLaren's technical team genuinely believes that Lando Norris is performing at an even higher level in 2026 than he was during his title-winning 2025 campaign. Think about that for a second. The reigning champion is getting better. Just a month ago, things looked bleak for the orange team. Antonelli was sitting on 204 points while Norris and Oscar Piastri combined couldn't even match that total. But thanks to some serious developments and recent car upgrades, Norris has found another gear entirely. His back-to-back wins show a driver completely in control, making crucial calls on track and extracting maximum performance from his machinery. That's the kind of consistency you need to win championships, and McLaren is clearly convinced their driver is locked in. But not everything in F1 is about racing glory. According to motorsport.com, Alex Albon has given us a really honest look at the darker side of the sport's demands. Speaking for Monaco just days after his frustrating early retirement at Zandvoort, the Williams driver opened up about serious burnout he's experiencing during the 2025 season. The issue? It's not just the racing. It's the cumulative weight of everything else. The commercial commitments, the PR obligations, the relentless travel schedule, the media duties, it all adds up fast. Albon admitted that balancing all these off-track demands alongside the actual business of being competitive in Formula One has left him severely drained. This is a conversation the sport desperately needs to have. These drivers aren't machines, and the physical and mental toll of the modern F1 calendar is very real. Shifting gears to something with a bit more heart, Red Bull is doing something really special. According to motorsport.com, Max Verstappen's race suit from the Dutch Grand Prix is being auctioned off through F1 Authentics. And here's the beautiful part. 100% of the proceeds are going straight to Wings for Life, a charity doing incredible work. This wasn't just any race suit either. It's from Verstappen's final home Grand Prix at Zandvoort, adding extra significance to the piece. The four-time world champion wore this suit as he battled through what was actually quite a challenging weekend at his home track. Collectors around the world will have the chance to own a piece of F1 history while simultaneously supporting a worthy cause. It's exactly the kind of initiative that reminds us why so many fans love this sport beyond just the competition on track. Speaking of Lando Norris, the reigning champion has just announced something that fans are going to absolutely love. As reported by motorsport.com, Norris has signed on for a brand new 3-part documentary series coming to Prime Video in 2027. Working with Box to Box Films, the production company that created Netflix's hugely popular Drive to Survive series. This project will offer unprecedented access into Norris's world as he defends his F1 title during the 2026 campaign. The series, currently titled simply Lando, will track his championship defense, personal moments, and everything happening both on and off track. This is exactly the kind of content fans have been craving. A deep dive into a current champion's life with the kind of production values and storytelling expertise that made Drive to Survive so captivating. Alright, now let's talk about some solid contract news. According to motorsport.com, Alpine has officially retained Franco Colapinto for the 2027 Formula One season, securing the Argentine driver's future with a new multi-year deal. Colapinto will continue alongside Pierre Gasly, and this renewal caps off quite an impressive story. Remember, Colapinto stepped up from the reserve driver role to replace Jack Doohan during the 2025 season and has genuinely impressed the Instone team with his performances. The 23-year-old faced a big 2026 campaign to prove he deserved his long-term future in F1, and clearly he's delivered. Fans have been joking that silly season is now serious season because we're seeing teams lock down their drivers earlier than usual. This Colapinto deal signals that Alpine believes they've found a driver who can grow with the team as the new generation of regulations develops. Finally, let's talk about what's happening in the Red Garage. According to motorsport.com, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur believes his team had genuinely stronger race pace than Mercedes at the Dutch Grand Prix, even though the Scuderia didn't convert that advantage into the best possible result. Vasseur pins the issue on a difficult qualifying session and some imperfect race execution rather than raw car performance. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton both finished just behind George Russell on the podium, which tells you the performance levels were incredibly tight. Now here's where it gets interesting. Ferrari has been awarded upgrade tokens through the FIA's ADUO system, additional development and upgrade opportunities to modify its power unit. The team has already assembled 2 updated engines for both drivers and must decide this week whether to debut them at next week's Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Given that Ferrari believes it had the pace at Zandvoort, those upgrades could make a real difference when they arrive at Maranello's spiritual home.